with an empty backfield here. 4 receivers set to the left. Fields looks that way, throws under pressure. Caught at the 45-yard line by Darnell Mooney on opening day. 2nd down and 4. Rodgers under pressure, and down he goes. So the secondary did its work. He was looking, couldn't find anybody, and Robert Quinn and Jakeem Grant sets up at his own 30 to accept the punt. Grant backs up, Fields at the 24, has some room, comes around the left side, cuts back in and out of bounds in Green Bay territory at the 43-yard line.
Steering Green Bay.
Rashawn Gary stopping him. Draw play. Montgomery has plenty of room to roam. A 1st down and plenty more. Send Jones to the outside. So the Packers go empty. And Rodgers goes down for the 2nd time. And Robert Quinn is there along with Bilal Nichols. And they give the ball to Grant. And Grant, who scored on a trick play last week, down the sideline he goes. And he is, for the moment, in for the score. Touchdown, 46 yards, skirting that sideline.
Well, he exposed him. He knows what he's doing right now.
To the end zone and broken up at the very end. Valdez-Scantling has it taken away by Eddie Jackson. It's 4th down. Has owned the Chicago Bears. He's 21-5 against Chicago. Herbert. Nice run back. Khalil Herbert still on his feet. Taken down up at the 40-yard line. In the entire league. 3rd down and 4. Fields under pressure. Throws. Caught. And that's Bird. Damiere Byrd inside the 10, and he'll go to the end zone.
This is wild. We're having some fun now.
Who's already been in the end zone tonight on that trick play. He backs up. Fields from the 4. Can he find room? Down the left side he goes. Grant, look at him go. Again down the sideline. Does he stay in bounds all the way? He will. 97 yards for a touchdown. This is nuts. After the first quarter ended 3-0. Goal line. Herbert, Khalil Herbert, up the middle he comes, and Herbert down the right sideline. Fields gonna run, looking for the sideline, and out of bounds he goes to the 33. And Santos' kick is good, just inside the right upright. His time expires. What a half.
More than filled that need.
Peters hurt in the first half and out after the play fake here. Little toss, spinorama here, and making something out of nothing is Jakeem Grant.
It's Darius Smith, Jair Alexander, arguably their 2 best players on the defensive side.
Rodgers. It's taken down from behind. Travis Gibson knocking him down, holding that spot. Fields dancing and darting. And this will look real good on the stat sheet.
A lot in the first half of that game. So, believe me, it's a factor. Look out.
Jump pass caught. Luckily, field goal would make it a 2-possession game, which it does. Then all you need are a couple of onside kicks and 2 fast drives, and you're right back in it.
They had beaten Baltimore earlier in the season.
Here's your bouncing ball, and who's got it? Khalil Herbert all the way to the end zone, but they're waving it dead back at the 46. You can't advance it. From the 46-yard line, Fields fires downfield and along the sideline. That is Damiere Byrd, and he hauls it in. From the 46-yard line, Fields fires that field and along the sideline.